Hey up guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's episode 42, the answer to life, the universe and everything. It's also my birthday, so that's nice. And as a present, I've got a 4-point lead in League 2. It's all coming together, folks. So yeah, 4 points, 39 points, next are on 35. Coventry 1 point further back. Not much in it at this stage, still plenty of the season to go, of course, but Dan Morgan there, good solid 6 goals clear of his next rival. I suspect he won't be caught. I really hope he isn't. Yeah, and that's thanks to a 1-0 win away at Accrington at the Wham Stadium. I just love the fact it's called the Wham Stadium. 1 yellow card, 1 missed penalty, 1 goal. Simple game, really. Yeah, I'm really glad that penalty miss did not factor into the result. Otherwise I'd be mad. But today, forget about League 2. Forget about it. It's not important. It's not important right now because FA Cup first round action to be had, and also leasing.com Trophy North Group A. Doesn't flow quite as nicely off the tongue, that does it? Yeah, it's 2 League 1 opponents, in fact, as well, so not even a League 2 team to be seen. We do play both games at home, which does give us a little bit of an advantage, of course. 2 teams here. The big ones to pay attention to in terms of upsets here would be Fylde over MK Dons, Morecambe over Charlton, of course. And then Chippenham there, sat at the top versus Burton. And with Burton in not great form, I'm keeping my eye on that one in particular. Well, never mind. The only 2 upsets that have actually occurred so far are Curzon Ashton versus Wickham here, and Wildstone directly above them actually on this table, versus Walsall. They're the only 2 upsets to have occurred so far. And they're both away from home actually. But yeah, none of the other Vanarama teams have triumphed over higher level opposition yet. Interesting enough, North and South, neither are in Vanarama League. Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah, This is the thing that's happened. James Clark's taken a multi-week injury. Goyes has taken a 3-day injury, which runs out today or tomorrow-ish. Lopez has taken an injury, by the way. He's not available for this either. We're actually got the most injuries in League 2 currently, at 5. It's not a massive amount, but it's still the most. So welcome Xiaonan to right back. Now, of course, you've not really seen Xiaonan since I first announced his existence. I think I introduced you to him then, but here he is once again, now officially signed. We have crossed his 18th birthday. He's here officially. And whilst he is, weirdly enough, a complete wingback at 18 years old, not sure how he's managed that without being fully comfortable in any of the other left-back positions, but okay, complete wingback he is. He can play further forward if he so desires. We may actually use him as an inverted winger at some point. I mean, if Genie and everyone else in that position don't get their ideas bucked up anytime soon, then yeah, we might have to utilise him. He's not great. 3 long shots, 7 first touch, 7 dribbling, 7 crossing. It's not the worst for a fullback, but yeah, for an attacking midfielder, not brilliant. But comfortability-wise, as a defender, 11 tackling, 10 passing, 10 technique at this level. Not too shabby. His marking could be better, his heading could definitely be better, and he might learn to jump at some point. I'm just thankful we're not playing basketball. Stamina 13, pace 13, acceleration and balance both 14, and sensational. Determination 16, whatever potential he has, he will hopefully realise it, and the flair on this lad is brilliant. However, I see this as a challenge. Strong left foot, very strong right foot, for a left back. Realistically, I feel I should be training him as a right back here, make him comfortable on that side, and then, at the very least, I can use him as a utility fullback, and one that can play on both sides as a backup if necessary, because right now we don't actually have that flexibility in the fullback positions. We have no one who can do both sides. Boys can, but he's injured, and he won't be here for much longer because he's 32 and slowing down every time I blink. So long term, we could do with a very nice either side fullback, and hopefully if I develop him in this right back position, which is going to happen today, more out of necessity than anything else. I'm not going to lie, I was considering it anyway, but Goyes' injuries forced my hand, and there we are. Welcome, Xiaonan. Otherwise, we are treating Blackpool as this is a complete first team opportunity. The older match is 2 days away. I don't know who scheduled this, but I hate them. But Feistamel, Amankwar, Tavares, Xiaonan, a right back Smith, Dean, Nassel, Gerkaromza, DK, Genie, nearly got it, Genie, Littau, Morgan. The bench does consist of a few players who can play right back, just in case we need someone who can actually do it during the match. I don't understand this, by the way. With the quality of his 2 feet, I don't understand how he's only good at one side of the pitch. I understand it if they're dominant left foot on the left side or dominant right foot on the right side, then they can't play the opposite side quite as well. But it makes no sense. It's like when they can't play here, but they can play here. It's like he's 20 yards further back. Like, what's gone wrong here? I know it's kind of defensive mentality and what have you, but it's particularly worse when it's the other way around, where they can do left wing but not left attack. Baffling. Like, what's the difference in the comfortability there? I need to give him a weird number, 33. There we are. So what's the difference in terms of their ability to play on one side or the other when both their feet are good? It's actually the same in the attacking roles, to be fair. When they can do left wing attack and not right wing attack when both their feet are brilliant. It's rare at this level, admittedly, but it just makes no logical sense. There's a highlight from kickoff, folks. I stopped talking like straight away there because I kind of forgot this was a thing that doesn't actually happen anymore. Well, Fylde are already losing, so all eyes on Morecambe then. Fylde have gone down 2-0 already. I just noticed that as this highlight began, DK on the ball forward to Nacelle, out to Lee Tao, who scored the winner in the last match. Morgan is there, straight to the goalkeeper. It's a chance of goal that did not come from a one-on-one, which is more than we've seen before. This highlight continues, though. I did think it was a particularly tame shot, especially for Morgan. Ah, that's gone out to politic. We won't have any of that in this episode, thank you very much. No politics here, thank you. Ah, well, he's assisted. Well, it's their first shot on target, guys. 20 minutes gone. If it was further into the game, I'll be slightly more annoyed about that being their first shot on target. But we just optional defending, really, is what's happened there. Optional defending. No one's even attempted to really get in front of him there. Oh, 40 minutes gone before we get another highlight here. Xiaonan's going to run back onto that one, which is good news for him. Whipped it in quite nicely, actually. Jeannie, no one was there, though. Dean, this might go back outwards one way or the other. There we are. Xiaonan, there's the ball I was expecting to happen. Gone inwards. Lee Tao has hit the post. No one's there to capitalise what's going on. Jeannie's hoofed it in. Morgan's punched that in. Oh, it was one of those ones where you just think it's never going to go in. And it did, eventually. So let's watch this ridiculous in 3D. Xiaonan, just inwards there. It's hit the post, first of all. Morgan tackles it into the goalkeeper, and he tackles it again for the second time. We talked about these tackle goals. The weird thing is they don't even count as shots on target because they're technically tackles. By the way, I realised what's also slightly inflating the shots to shots on target ratio, or de-inflating, depending which way around you want to look at it. It's because block shots don't count as shots on target. For some reason, I think. Could have been better, could have been worse. Second half time. Now, I don't think this leads to a replay anymore. Because I did see some games were settled with penalties, so if we do need to get the win in the 90 minutes here. I'm not sure if it's just anything before round 3 that doesn't lead to replay, or if it's just a change that's just occurred within the game in terms of the FA Cup as a whole at this point. There's no replays at all anymore. We're not really too knowledgeable about round 1 and 2 of the FA Cup, because obviously I only really paid that much attention to it round 3. And Morgan's here. No. We're starting to get the better of this match, and we all know what happens when this goes to penalties. So demand more, please. And we are a bit more focused. Genie's on a 7, by the way. He did technically get the assist for the goal. I mean, it wasn't 100% intentional. I feel like all of Genie's assists have been unwitting assists, as Monday's episode was called. 2 accidental assists for Genie in that episode. Right then. So if penalties do indeed happen right at the end of this, we do need to consider those. Suarez, of course. Small word for Dean is something I'm definitely going to do right now. My experience could hopefully see us through these last 15 minutes. The thing with Suarez, though, I do need to whack him on this right side, probably for Lee Tao more than anything. Although I could maybe stick him as sort of a shadow striker, maybe, on the right-hand side. How good is he actually at? Oh, he's actually... At least I don't understand. His crossing's not brilliant, but very strong right foot. Why is he only good centrally? Everything else, apart from his crossing, would lean him to be a decent winger as well. It's weird. Keep line forward, right side. We could do it, maybe. Not Lee Tao's best game. It's not DK's best game, actually. So, but he's 10. He's a 10 penalty taker. Need to leave him on. Xiaonan has 7 penalty taken. This is our best defensive penalty taker. Didn't realise that. Dan Morgan actually only has 7 penalty taking, but he obviously goal scorer. One change for now, and then we'll just make whatever makes sense for penalties just before they happen, I guess. It's weird, but it's going to work for the last 2 minutes. I'm just getting the worst penalty takers off that pitch. Oh, it's extra time. I might have just done a stupid... Actually, if I get a full substitution, I know what I'm doing here. It's not gone completely to rubbish. I might end up doing just this match in this episode of the way this one's going. Xiaonan, who's that one forward? Deanly. I think it's just because I didn't see any game won in extra time. It was only penalties. That threw me off the scent here. DK, though, going forward. Genie. Hit the post again. It wasn't Genie the first time, actually, was it? It was Lee Tao. Xiaonan, Thor, Xiaonan again. He must be getting tired. Thor is available. Feistam all over there now. Come on. Oh my god! Feistam was also very tired as well. Extra time. We'll do the rest of this extra time on balance, I think, just to stop our players being shattered. We've got to play Oldham in 2 days. I mean, the cell's on 60% fitness right now. Can't do it. I have to leave him on. He did miss a penalty, in fairness. The only thing I could consider for Nacelle is McFarlane and then move Suarez back into the midfield. Not this half, though. I'm surprised more of their players aren't more tired, actually. Suarez back to Smith. Morwood now on that ball. Whoops. Well, the plan was to get one of the fullbacks off and then stick Romano on the pitch because both Romano and Smallwood can go right back, so I can move Smallwood out to right back, which he can do. And then I can either move Xiaonan over to the left or just replace Xiaonan with Romano and put Romano in the middle. But Feistam are now on the left. Morgan's there. Oh, it's nearly 3. I've got to say, I don't want to jinx it, but we'll just waste a bit of time. We actually will do that change just to see this out. I think Feistam was actually the more tired of the two. So we'll just see that out. I know I don't think Feistam was technically a negative change, but we do win in extra time instead. And Smith has actually gone 2 full matches without conceding. Of course he did. Oh, it's Feistam's first goal. I should be celebrating more. Well done, lad. That's what I'm actually going to say as well. That's ridiculous, though. I was actually very impressed, considering apparently he can't play at right back. We did hit the woodwork 3 times in that match. Right, so considering we need something out of this Oldham game, it doesn't really bode well. I completely forgot to pay attention to any other match. There's another one that's going to pop through here, so we do get a chance to have a quick nosy. Not the best for Fylde, and Morecambe lost as well. So yeah, only 2 upsets in the entire round, which not great. Not great for the magic of the FA Cup. Second round draw, of course, needs to also be done here. Few League 1 offs so far. We've not been drawn yet. Wouldn't have minded Kirsch and Ashton there. Bradford, Coventry or Dagenham and Redbridge. Well, it's League 2. That's all that's left. Bradford, great. I mean, for the channel, that's a lovely derby. I mean, realistically, until round 3, you won Vanarama size until round 3. I mean, they're right behind us in League 2. Although apparently we've not lost yet to them. So here comes that one then. We're in a very awkward situation for the Oldham match. With it only being 2 days later, people who played the entire match are really tired for the most part. Dan Morgan, machine, though, 92% still. Okay then. But Mankwa as well. We're also slightly limited. I mean, Thor's tired, along with being on international break. Xiaonan's on international break as well, but also tired. Goyce is returning to fitness, but I have no other choice, really. I mean, I could put Nathan Dyer. Oh, Nathan Dyer should probably be on the bench as a right back. Our bench is not match fit at all, but Smith, Amankwa, Romano, Boys and Goys. It's happened again. Dean, Suarez, DK is fit enough for this. Bennett, Litao, and Morgan up front, who, of course, are fit enough for this as well. Lopez isn't back yet, annoyingly, so yeah, I wish I could have him. Nacelle's going to have to stay on the bench despite being quite tired, just because, in fact, do we start Gonsalves rather than Bennett? I think we do. Now, our group's nice and easy at the top here. I should really bob up the scores in these because we do need to pay attention to what's obviously going on in the other match because everyone still can get through in our group. Even losing on penalties here is problematic because it could give Oldham an extra point. Well, it will give Oldham an extra point at the end of this game if they win the penalty shootout. So, we do have to be cautious of that. And, well, they've scored. So, irrelevant at this point. But provided Man United under-23s don't get the extra point. Actually, that's a good point. I'm not sure what happens if we all end up on 4 points. Losing is absolutely the worst case scenario because I think it doesn't matter who gets the extra point in the other match if they end up a draw. Burton have the head-to-head against us, which I suspect matters. And Man United would then obviously get 5 points. So we need to take this to a draw no matter what. Because we have the head-to-head against Man United, so as long as we get 1 point, it doesn't matter in that regard as long as they're getting us to a draw as well. Detail, though, charges forward here. They've had much the better of this game. I mean, they're probably playing a better side than we are right now. We have been forced into quite a few changes. What's happened here? Well, he's lofted that. Well, he hasn't lofted that one in. Actually, he's just slammed it in. What's everyone doing there? Not great from the goalie. Not great from anyone. Now the goal difference has ruined us anyway. Oh, well, looks like Checkatray's off the map again for another season. We'll have obviously another crack at it next year, no matter what happens. So, seriously, like, who's doing what? Mark them. Mark them! Jesus wept. Boys, experience, come on. And your legs aren't as good as they once were, but experience, come on. Lee Tao, he's only 32. Might be 33 now, actually. But Suarez, Dean, nice little bit of interchange. Gonsalves, Lee Tao. Lee Tao again. DK. We obviously are going to have to play this match as if it's... We have to ignore penalties for this situation. Boys, Morgan's there. Broom swept that one up. Nearly held it. Nearly held it there. Lee Tao. Gonçalves. DK's available, and that's not going to get missed. Thank God for that. DK, GK, here we go. Running back to the centre circle. It's 38 minutes gone. I love the enthusiasm. But Morgan... Lee Tao. What was here? Gonçalves just heads it across and just DK's there. Great. Wonderful. Goal difference puts us back second for now, but like I say, no matter who gets the extra point from the penalty shootout in the other match, provided it stays as it is, of course, problematic. In fact, it doesn't matter what the result in the other game is, as long as we're losing here. Because if one of them win and take 3 points, then we're out of it anyway. Doesn't matter. DK there, Romano. Straight over. I mean, we're not out of this game, of course. And we have actually come back into it a little bit more now, which I like to see. Boys has a 100% tackle ratio. What on earth happened there? I think I may have passionately said something rather than aggressively said something at halftime there. I've got away with it with the faith, but we need to take this one to a draw. Oh, Man United... Wait, were Man United winning already? Oh no, they both just scored basically exactly the same time. Right, Lee Tao. Like I say, I thought that was confusing. Lovely play from DK, just dragged 2 defenders all the way out to that corner somehow. But they've all managed to re-establish themselves in their positions. Lee Tao, Goys is there. Bit of an overload. Lee Tao, just wide. You notice there, we did have a few extra players in that attack compared to their defence. We did start to overload them on that side, which is appreciated by me. Knowing that DK's the one who scored and playing best, because he's obviously the one who was most tired to start with. And he's probably the one that's going to have to come off at some point. Gonçalves, DK's there again. I mean, if he gets something in the second goal, then... Alright, I think I've seen enough. He's the best player right now, but I think he's going to have to come off. Right, Cavalier is going to come in, and we're going to sort this two over because it does put them both in their preferred positions. Boys is on 6.4. Like, why is this a thing, boys? Price Town was coming on. He's not fully fit, but 88% still more, and he's better than... We've got to bring out the big guns. Like penalties be damned. I don't care about the penalty taking ability right now. I just want to get the equaliser. Oh, God's sake, Suarez. What are you doing, Suarez? That was the end of the highlight as well. Then Morgan's on a 6.9 without assisting or scoring, which is curious. Gonçalves, though, and... well, I suspect he's going to either run around everyone here or put number 9 through. If he'd scored there, they deserve to win this game. Page... I mean, I don't know why I'm talking over this corner. It's not like it's going to amount to anything. There we go. 8 minutes to make... Well, okay, there's a highlight. But I say there's 8 minutes to make a difference, and his short corner ability is completely vanished. It's gone inwards, though. There's a penalty. Something's happened. Silla's pushed Romano. Penalties do matter. Suarez on the pitch. He's our best penalty taker in the entire squad, I've been most certain. 12 penalty taken he has. He missed the one in the shootout. He's put that one away. It's his first goal of the season as well, just for good measure. And that changes everything about the complexion of this group. Because now, provided the other game finishes a draw, we're fine. Now maybe I do consider a penalty taker. Move Cavalier back, bring Desel on, who is slightly better. There's 4 minutes yet to play. There's still no highlights, and damn. Right. They've auto-picked. Do I want to change the order in any way, shape, or form? No, I actually quite like that order. But weirdly, actually, I kind of want to put Ted Smith higher up because he has 12 composure for some reason. Probably with the Manquar, who has nothing good about his penalty taking. Lee Tao as well, to be fair. This is going to be a long-ass episode. It was long already. Director. We're seeing this one behind the goal. Nacelle puts his away. He's made up for his last penalty miss, I think. I think he missed in the last shootout in this group. I mean, I'd like the extra point, but it does look like the other one's gone to penalties as well. So no one's outright won the other game, so I think we're through no matter what. Because even if Man United get the extra point here, we have the record against them. They're the only one we beat in the 90 minutes. Nolan. Suarez scored. I don't know if I necessarily commentated over that, but Nolan... I mean, it couldn't have been closer to missing. Cavalier. Again, another one with good penalty taking. I'm leaving this on slightly faster highlights, by the way, just because I do understand how long this episode's been already. I would like to take this a bit slower, but, yeah. Cavalier's put his away. Omole? Don't sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, but... Oh, that's one that's gone wide. You don't really see people miss penalties. Do you, like... If a penalty fails, it's usually been saved. You don't really see them miss them that often these days. There's a save. Morgan, of course. I mean, his penalty taking is not brilliant, and his finishing actually isn't. His finishing's 8, by the way. I don't understand how many goals. I don't understand where the goals have come from. Miles, he's buried that one. And is back even again. 3 apiece. One goal apiece here. I'm not sure why this has slowed down. Oh, I didn't. It's a weird interlude on that one. Goyes has buried this one. I got a weird feeling he missed the vital penalty last time round. I can't remember. Oh, was it? Nacelle missed a penalty in the game. That's why Nacelle penalty misses in my brain. It was Goyes and it was Suarez who missed the penalties in the last shootout. Page now. This one gets saved. We do have Ted Smith in goal. He's yet to save any. And, well, that continues. Our best goalkeeper, Gonçalves. Now we're starting to get into the slightly shakier sort of composure finishing. He's put that one away, though. Yeah, we're getting into the slightly less prolific penalty options. And again, the pressure's on them. Silla, the one who gave away the penalty in the game, is up to keep them in it. If he misses the... Oh, imagine giving away a penalty and then missing the crucial one. Imagine the mental damage that's going to do to you. Oh, you'll never want to be near the penalty box ever again. Silla. He's a silly boy. Oh, Smith saves it. Oh, he's done it as well. He scored the first goal. What a rollercoaster game it was for Silla, though. Scores the goal, gives away the penalty in 90 minutes, misses the actual crucial one at the end. Oh, and that puts us through no matter what. Regardless, no issues. 6 points, we're fine. No issues. Yeah, they've done brilliantly to come back in that one. Let's not beat around the bush there. Considering the players that we had to swap around a little bit on that one, they've done brilliantly. Man United got the extra points, so I think they've actually gone through with 5. They do, yes. I almost wish they had got the extra point from the penalties because I would have been intrigued to see how that group panned out if everyone ended up on 5 points. And we won't have a Manquar for the following game, so we're through in both cups. I mean, we made a hash of it in both of them, but fair enough. I mean, Bradford sat right there, isn't it? FA Cup, 4th round. It's only 2 games in between again. It's sort of happening again this year. But cup runs, Bradford, the narrative's there. We're doing it. Port Vale as well, for good measure. We'll do the one afterwards, I think. We don't really feature too many teams at the bottom half of the table in our episode, so yeah, Bradford and Port Vale. Until then, ta-ra. Didn't do the hand wave.